Okay, so hello everybody. This is Chronic Lack of Care 69. Bringing you this replay. This is the last game in the best of three matchup between Xaiokai and apparently I have named this player this guy. Very innovative of me, I know, but really sometimes I truly lack imagination in some things. I suppose it is kind of a short name and a useful thing. This map is ridiculously good for a human player. However, we don't really have a human player here, primarily because you can expand at the back of your base, but often they don't go for it. They actually go for this expansion here, as it is far easier to creep. I don't know why, but apparently this is like a bit too difficult, and then they just go for this. So enough of introduction crap. Let us get on. Let us get into this replay. Let us sink our teeth into it, etc. I just hate it when there are no observers in the game, as when there are no observers in the game, you have to turn the fog of war off, and then you tend to miss things. And most of you will probably say, "Oh well, you miss things anyway." What can I really do about it? I mean, eventually, after a certain period of time, I will get better. Just think about it. I've never done any casting before, so these are my first casts on this channel. So yeah, be merciful, be kind, show me pity and compassion, if you will. If not, oh well, then just shit all over me. Not in the literal sense, like yeah. Anyway, there we go, human Imba. I imagine they are referring to the human on this map. I would guess so, but I have no idea. It would seem that Xaiokai, I'm just gonna call him Kai or whatnot, it's much simpler, is opting for Fiend build. In some previous games, he actually opted for a Ghoul build and an early Harass. I've seen Undead these days, they do that. And more often than not, it actually works. But it can backfire on you pretty badly as well. Oh, very nice. We have a Warden here, so we're gonna see some Warden play go on. I always love that, especially that I just like to see Warden once use that Fan of Knives and fuck everything up. In terms of like destroying his mining capabilities, or just if he went for a ghoul build and he went for a warden with Fan of Knives, that would also be ridiculous. But that Shadow Strike can truly do I mean, it can completely nullify that knight if used properly, and if it's a high enough level. But it's only level 1, so it's fine. However, eventually, at a certain point of time, I'm sure that he's gonna get it. Building a second Ancient of 4 for creeping purposes, I would imagine. Not for this creep camp though, probably for the mine. No, not for the mine, for the mercenary camp. He's gonna clean it up pretty soon, and then later on he's gonna be able to go to that mine. I wonder will he opt for an expansion or something like that. Usually when they go for a warden, it's a single hero play. So you get a lot. You can micro like mad. I mean, if you can micro 3 heroes, imagine what you can do with one. However, it's a bit of a risky play because, Nova Coil, you need to do a lot of blinks, you need to be really careful, and eventually you tend to get fucked. Unless you're playing versus a human, in which case you fuck his expansion up completely, and you're off the hook for the rest of the game. Imagine Boots of Speed or something of a kind will come very shortly. Yes, no, maybe, perhaps, he should have the gold. Yes, there we go. Boots of Speed coming in. That Warden is going to become ridiculously fast moving hero on the map. Death Knight here cleaning up this mercenary creep camp, reaching level 2. Not beating the Warden in terms of XP in a timer sense, but he's there, he's very close. And usually undead heroes are a bit behind in terms of experience, but not in this game apparently. Kai not content with that slow creeping. He's going for these orange creep camps. He seems to have the power to do so. 3 fiends, I imagine more, are on the way. I'm just gonna lower the sound output a little bit more. There's this dude, he's drilling above me, and I hope to God that you cannot hear that, because if you can, this replay is completely useless. I mean, what kind of an idiot drills at 9 o'clock in the morning? What? I suppose it makes some sense because everybody's like at work or something of a kind. But when you're casting a replay in the morning and working in the afternoon, that's, oh god, you just want to choke somebody to death or something of a kind. It's a pretty horrifying sound. I mean, yeah, especially if you spend like the whole night working or something of a kind, and then some dude is drilling in the morning, and you just want to go up there and burn him alive, or yeah. Some very nice items in this warden. She has a potion to greater mana, which is gonna come really in handy. And reaching level 3, so that Shadow Strike is a threat, and you can see he's immediately sending it over towards the undead part of the map. I'm just not sure, will he go for the base or will he try to do a creep jack? Look at this, undead actually stealing the creep camp from Kai in the back, and this is a pretty strong creep camp. I mean, he's gonna should reach level 3. Come on, no, just shy of it. But I imagine another green creep camp will help him achieve that purpose. Now preventing mining in this dude's base, because that's how I call this person, this player. All the acolytes have been moved away from the mine. That warden should use a bling and just go over to these acolytes. There's an Arubian tower up there. Yes, he knows that the warden is still there, and he's not mining at all. That is a pretty big problem. I am uncertain as to what he will do. He needs to like retreat or something of a kind, but no, look, he's punishing him by creeping while that warden is sitting static. However, little does he know that that warden is just there, but the army is on the other side and doing a bit of creeping himself, long distance creeping, and that, if you want to put it so. Come on, there we go. Acolyte's just biting the dust, which is always a very painful experience. He waited for that upgrade to finish, and then he sent them back to mine. There we go. Yet another acolyte will go down. I imagine he could use a potion of greater mana and clean yet another 3 acolytes without bigger problems, and that is exactly what she does. While he does a creep jack on the Night Elf army and Kai's army, and the Kai's army is currently without a hero, so that puts it at a bit of a disadvantage. Plus, he has this merc. Oh, it's not a merc technically. It's a spawn. It's a summoned unit that has infinite duration that you get from creeps, whatever you wish to call it. Sorry about that, my throat is a bit sore this morning. These acolytes, one by one, they're going down, they're being driven to extinction. However, our Kai making a counter and forcing that warden to come back. I mean, there is nothing in this base. There's just warden and moonwells. Good thing that no, actually, day is coming. So, oh, Beastmaster being hired as a second hero. Maybe he needs it for a bit of extra defending or something of a kind. This fiend could bite the dust. Apparently, no, he does not want to kill the fiend. He's forcing the Death Knight away. That seems to be a bigger priority for him. And that Death Knight is losing health rapidly. Another. Ooh, this was actually an illusion fiend. I'm sorry, I can't see the illusions since I'm in this mode. Let's just have a look. Are there any more illusions? No, there are no more illusions. Nice, very nice. That summoned unit goes down. Death Knight is forced to TP. A shitload of acolytes lost. Beastmaster only level 1, halfway to level 2. I imagine that he could get it from just taking this overload down if this warden would just back the fuck away. Apparently she does not want to do that. She's very greedy. She wants the XP for herself. She does not want to share. Not the sharing kind. Has anybody ever wondered how she actually looks like underneath that mask? Apparently not. One of the fiends is pretty low on health. I imagine that Death Knight doesn't really have enough mana. I mean, he has enough for one Death Coil. Perhaps he should pop it. Apparently decides against it. This Warden, I mean, aside from the fact that she's low on mana, she could actually go into the undead base, but the mana problem is going to finish her off definitely. A Moonstone could really go a very long way in this situation to recharge these 2 Moonwells and heal up that, and to fill that Warden's mana, so she can go back into the undead base and do all sorts of wrong things there. Amazing. Strangely, Night Elf is ahead in terms of tech, and Kai is, well, he's not actually planning to catch up with his counterpart, and he has no intention of doing so. Oh, a bit of a wrong timing. His opponent is right in the base, and I'm afraid that these bears need to get the hell out of here. Look at what is happening. No Staff of Preservation. Bear is gonna be lost here. Oh, one more should. was about to say one more should have casted Rejuvenation or something of a kind. These Acolytes not taking as much damage as they should have, primarily because that Warden is pretty much completely out of mana. Hitting the Ghoul, that's not gonna get you very far. Staff of DP used, but get a Clarity Potion or something of a kind. Yes, there we go, plus Moonwells. 100, almost halfway in terms of mana. She needs a lot more than that. She needs to be up to 300 and then go into the Undead base and just slaughter these Acolytes here. If only she had Fan of Knives level 3, that could have caused all sorts of problems for him there. Our Undead player, Death Knight level 4, Lich level 1, they're pretty much the same in terms of heroes. Warden along, no, actually just a Beastmaster going to the lower creep camp. He wants to clean this out, and this is going to give him a lot of XP, whilst Warden is within the undead base and doing things to these acolytes. I mean, just yeah, there we go. And poison or damn, orb of venom. Excellent, excellent. This is going to cause a lot of damage to these acolytes. He can spread the damage around and finish them much faster with these shadow strikes. Unfortunately, there's a statue here, so this acolyte is not going to go down unless it is hit. Warden being slowed. That Nerubian tower causing problems for him at the moment. He needs to blink out of there or use a staff. No, he blinks, goes away. These acolytes did take some damage. A couple of them did go down. I think two or three. I'm not actually sure about that, but doesn't really matter. I mean, it's still damage whichever way you look at it. Warden low on mana now, hoping for. I guess she's hoping for. Could be that she could cast 2 Shadow Strikes, but it's gonna take a while before she's able to do so. There we go, but smartly being picked up into the Zeppelin. Zeppelin being hit now, but that's gonna take forever. Now she's hammering away at this haunted gold mine. Not sure if this is an effective usage of her time. But you know what? Actually it is, because none of these acolytes are mining at the moment. This is a huge disruption. Meanwhile, he's creeping in. This Death Knight could reach level 5. I mean, that level 5 Death Knight can do wonders, especially with that level 3 Death Quill. And look at this. This is such an awesome animation here. There's amazingly how the storm pretty much stops at a line, but oh well. I suppose that is how it is in my city anyway. You go underneath a bridge, and on one side of the bridge the rain is falling, and on the other side it actually isn't. So you start wondering, have you gone mad? And then you go back to see if the rain is actually falling on the other side as well. And you go back and forth several times just to make sure that you're not mad. Well, only now did he go down here, undead a bit, Kai a bit ahead of his Night Elf counterpart. Beastmaster level 3 though, as opposed to Lich, who is level 2. Pretty bad on health, but I don't think he gives a shit. That DK can pretty much heal him up to full, no problems, and plus there's a rune of healing there, so he goes up pretty fast. I wonder what is up with that Warden. I want to see her position and the status of her mana. The status of her mana is pretty bad, but well, it's not pretty bad, but it's not as you want it to be. She, again, I do believe that she's gonna opt to go into the undead base and do harassment on those acolytes, and I can't really blame her. I mean, that's such a good choice. Why not do it when you can do it? 240 mana can do wonders for you. I mean, it can be a destructive force. You can you can cast quite a bit of shadow strikes. But damn, why no? Why does nobody go for for that Fan of Knives? It can be such a useful thing. It's fucking awesome when you do it, when you strike all 5 acolytes, and then they're just one hit away from going down. Haunted Goldmine being placed here, and this Zeppelin just transferring everybody here. I'm not sure that this is such a. I mean, it looks like an awesome move, but I'm not sure that it's such a good idea. Primarily because uh, he's gonna know that something's up. I mean, Zeppelin went in that direction, and he must know that something is up. These towers now, the tower along with the Black Citadel, doing significant damage to this warden, and she's hiding out now. She's doing damages to this mine and killing these acolytes one by one. She just casts a Shadow Strike, and she doesn't really need to do anything else. Uh, they will go down anyway. This expansion will be destroyed. It's always a painful thing when an undead has an extra base as has one extra base as opposed to you. That's definitely that's a big no-no scenario. I mean, you never want to be down in terms of bases with the undead when playing against undead. I mean, it's like practically a loss 100%. But we'll see. This game seems a bit far from ending. Not sure how will it actually go. Warden climbing up in terms of XP pretty fast from from stacking up those acolyte kills. Here we go, Beastmaster army, Warden here as well, engaging the undead and actually managing to drive them back, forcing a TP usage as well. What is the status of this place? Well, that expansion is pretty much gone. I wonder should he opt for this expansion here and try to make something work over there, but there's always the danger of TPing or something of a kind, which is basically running in even. However, it is in the far back, so it's relatively safe from any intrusion. So let me just have a look at something. Does he know? Yes, he does know that there's an expansion down here, probably from one of the observatories. I have not seen any wisps go down there, so I'm uncertain of that. And here we go, there's an engagement on the map. I'm surprised that he's not actually even trying to do anything about it. There's a hawk, as they're commonly referred to as mini chimeras, mini chims, as they can do too much as they do too much damage for their own sake. Fiend goes down, bit of extra XP, but nothing too special. Warden reaching level 5 from that Fiend kill in the back, and this is gonna become an intimidating thing. I mean, she's gonna. Sh you could use an anti-magic shield or something of a kind, but I suppose the tech to that is pretty. It takes a while to get it. The tech is not that fast. We have the Black Citadel. There's actually a Boneyard in place. I imagine that he's going to need to get some hippos at a certain point of time in the game in order to be able to fight it versus these frostworms effectively. Plus, there's a destroyer with mana, but there's only one, so it's not that big of a deal. He can't do much. The real threat here is the Lich's Nova that can pretty much fuck up all those bears in one stroke. He should really leave the Warden behind and go with everybody else to that expansion. I do believe that that would work out to his advantage. I'm not sure how long that Warden would last, but I mean, all she needs to do is keep casting these Shadow Strikes on this Death Knight, and as long as she can keep on doing that, that could work out. This Death Knight needs to buy a healing pot immediately. Yes, there we go. The statues around him healing him up. This is minus 45 damage every tick. That's a lot. Plus the initial 250. I mean, your hero definitely gets fried with it. It's placed under pressure. Oh man, this is all gonna go. Is he gonna sell it? Is he gonna? No, don't let him. There we go. Now he will get no refund on this necropolis, and this is gonna be a major financial loss for Kai. A bit of a good salvage operation there, as this expansion was taken down, so he equalized it by taking his opponent's expansion down, and now he himself has managed to expand. We shall see how functional this expansion will become, because the last one didn't pay for itself at all. I mean, you can see that no gold was actually mined from this gold mine, which is amazing. I mean, it did. I've seen that expansion, and it was there for quite a while. And at this point of time, Kai does need a victory in the field of some sort, and then he would open up a window for himself to go and take that expansion down. But we'll see how it goes. Second expansion for our anonymous Night Elf player. He's doing it in the back, moon style, I guess. And I wonder, is he going to be able to succeed? Will he manage to do this? I have no idea. I mean, if Kai lets him, if he manages to get away with this, this is gonna be, oh, devastating for Kai. He's not gonna be able to match his production capabilities. He's just gonna hammer against him one wave after another. Oh, no, 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 take the rune, take the rune. Why wouldn't you take the rune? It's an extra unit that costs no supply. So why not take it, for fuck's sake? Frostworm coming in. I see no hippos and no intent of producing any either. This might come and backfire badly. All the bears are going to the base. Warden coming in. She wants to do a snipe on those acolytes. She's intent on doing so. Go, go, go. There we go. Immediate kill. No, do not allow those towers to hit you, my good man. TP, blink in the back. Blink into the back. Fuck the ghoul. It's not that important. Trust me. There we go, and yet another Acolyte bites the dust. Thus far, 2 units killed for mana and health. Mana and health sacrificed. Ghoul, third unit. Ooh, shit. 4 units taken down out of mana, and she does a Staff of TP, gets the hell out of there, and leaves. She's halfway to level 6. This is gonna become a really fucking annoying thing when she reaches level 6. You're gonna have those Summon Spirits of Vengeance, and that's gonna be pretty much impossible to handle. Meanwhile, Kai doing creeping. He wants that Lich to reach level 5. He knows that that is the way to counter this Warden, to lower its health. With that Coil Nova combo, he can do. I mean, he can nullify it. He can definitely save himself the game with that combo. But will he actually manage to do that? It would seem that our Night Elf player is now directly on the offensive. He's out there for blood. Apparently, he's gonna stop for 2 creeps. They're gonna no, yes, maybe, probably, I would say. And there's a sparrow staring at me while I'm doing this commentary, which is, I mean, it's, I wouldn't say it's creepy, but definitely making me feel uncomfortable. Bear upgrades coming in, but doesn't look like they'll finish. They might, because this DPS is crap. I mean, absolute crap. Look at how many units are hitting this building, and look at the health, how slowly it is going down. Actually, the upgrade finishes. Base racing, not a good idea at all, considering that you have no running expansions and yet another TP. Okay, this is a TP swap, so you're not in a deficit or anything of a kind. He sees this massive air force. So he definitely has the resources to make some hippos. Why the fuck won't you make any hippos? I mean, is it really that difficult? You don't even need to make any hippos. You can just make two production facilities for hippos, and then if you lose a battle and you have a lot of air coming your way, you can just quickly produce like 4, and they can pretty much, I don't know, would four hippos manage to destroy this force? Maybe, if destroyers didn't have mana, maybe. But I would say you definitely would need like 6 or 8 hippos, and then you would be in the safe zone. Plus, those fiends have webs, so that can be pretty fucking annoying. Uh, Very nice items in this warden. She has a scroll of healing, very important. Does he have a split of scroll? Yep. So he bought 2 scrolls of healing, and he did the split on 2 heroes. So this is a lot of health. I mean, that's basically 300 health in items for everybody in this army. That must be happy news for everybody. Like, oh yeah, we might not die today. We might not be He might not sacrifice us. That warden could have died there so badly. Fortunately, he had blink and DP was already in progress, so Kai didn't really have any time to deal with it. But we have 4 destroyers in the air, two frost worms. However, he is mining at 2 gold mines, and there we go. Finally, Ancients of Wind, hippos coming in. Finally, he will be able to do something. But for fuck's sake, he's in a high upkeep and he's mining from 3 gold mines. This is not something you want to do. This is not a position you want to be in. This is terrible. He needs to, as soon as the production of these hippos reaches a certain level, as soon as he has sufficient amount of hippos, he should go and engage immediately. There is just no point of whatsoever to sit with a high upkeep army when mining from 3 gold mines. He might consider actually pausing the mining or something of a kind, as it is putting a significant drain on his resources, and he should not have sent these hippos in like this alone. Should have massed them up and then sent them in as a group, not as individuals. Now he lost 2 hippos for no reason. 2 more are gonna be lost just because they're being sent way too far forward. He is doing significant damage. This is a really bad position for him here, as air has unlimited movement and ground is quite restricted in this small narrow choke points. This was oh man, Kai really playing like a pro in this game. This was such a fucking good move here to just, yeah, I mean, there's no explanation needed. You saw the whole thing. These trees, who would have thought that they would be used in such a way? One expansion going down. I wonder, does Kai know about the second one? Uh, Yes, yes, he is aware of the second one as well, and that must be putting quite a bit of pressure on him. But he needs, as I said, at least 8 hippos to make a difference in this game. He has 4. He's gonna have 6 pretty soon. Yeah, actually 6 will do just fine. Maybe 2 more, 8, just to be sure. Those are my estimates anyway. And there's a gargoyle in this composition anyway, so that's gonna be difficult for those hippos to handle. But there's only one gargoyle. When alone, he's not that much of a threat. You can handle it when he's alone. Mine being placed in the back. 3 of these sacrificial bits, I suppose, as serving as some sort of a wall off or something of a kind. Only 3 acolytes mining from it. That's a bit of an unfortunate thing. At this point of time, I think that our adult player really needs to look for an engagement. He has a sufficient force. 6 hippos. There we go. 2 more are coming. That's 8. 2 more in production, which are going to join the battle at a certain point of time, and we're going to have ourselves a very nice slaughter that we can all watch, enjoy, and relish in. Oh shit, Warden actually has an anti-magic potion as well, which is a must-have item actually, comes to think of it, when playing against an undead. Oh, go, 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 you have a good position here, you have a good spread. At least go and take the expansion down or something of a kind. Do not squander this opportunity. I mean, you certainly have a superior force. You can counter this air with ease. He has no fiends to speak of. I mean, those hippos will tear this army apart if he just has enough of them, and provided, of course, that he doesn't just sacrifice them for no reason of whatsoever. He's continuing the production of hippos, which is wise on his part, as he's mainly fighting air, and he only has 4 bears, shitload of dryads, which is dryads are good because destroyers with mana cannot target them. Uh, Kai taunting him, doing frost novas. He needs a healing potion to on one of his heroes. He does have it on one. He does have it on the other. Very nice items as well. And Kai knows that he cannot win a straight up battle, but he can taunt and play like this with him in order to prevent him from reaching that expansion. But slowly but surely, our anonymous Night Elf player is making his way towards the expansion, and this is not looking good for Kai at all. Although he is doing wonders, the spear should be healed up or staffed or something of a kind. Is there actually a staff? No, he's not playing with a staff, strangely, even though he must have the gold for it. I mean, surely he's mining so fucking much. In spite of his mining efforts, he's only on 500 gold, and he is in high upkeep, so he should be looking for an engagement now, and not in the fucking main, but just go to the expansion and fuck it up. Look at what he's doing to these hippos. He's sending them in vain. He's sending them. They're just gonna get slaughtered. My God, why, man? Why have you done this? He believes in numbers, I guess, or something like that. But this is giving a definitive advantage to Kai, even though Kai is kind of finding it difficult to make it work due to the numbers of these hippos. I suppose that's what he was relying on, and it seems to be working out just fine. I mean, plus a healing scroll. You see, I would be a cunt. I would be a pussy. I would never have the guts to do this. Be like, ah, let's not. Let's go to the expansion and play it safe. Warden goes down as a result of it, but it's a level 6 Warden. She didn't manage to cast that Vengeance, Avatar of Vengeance. Beastmaster now TPing, unfortunately a bit late, but Beastmaster is now level 5, and when that thing reaches level 6, he's gonna lose his sense of mastery, and he will become a beast himself. And Kai still has the option to purchase Dark Ranger and use the silence, but I'm afraid that now, at this point of time, our Night Elf player has gained an ability to completely nullify this expansion. Just, he can do a Zeppelin drop or something like that, and Beastmaster can do that, can do a Stampede, and all of this should go down without bigger problems. You can see he's immediately returning, Warden being altered. I mean, he's mining from 3 gold mines, but he doesn't have that much gold. Perhaps you should consider placing an expansion here now as an insult to Kai for going for. I mean, he's going for an air army versus a night elf. I never really agreed with that. Not the wisest of choice. These hippos should be moved in the back. Not allow Kai to do his frost novas. I mean, you might think, oh well, they're just doing damage, nothing significant, but hey, you need to pop scrolls of healing, you need to pop shit to heal your units up. Nothing is free. Well, nothing is free in this world anyway, but still. Except maybe hugs, but yeah, nah, even hugs cost. Anyway, these hippos are now rather useless, actually. I shouldn't really. I cannot. Oh god, the phone, the phone, the phone. It's killing me. Hold on. Don't you just hate it when the phone interrupts you or something of a kind, and then I just don't have the nerves to cut these things out of the recording? Well, actually, I could just I would don't need no. Even if I stopped recording, I would need to do extra rendering to actually merge the replays, which is so annoying, especially when people call you for no reason of whatsoever and do tell you shit things and people bother you with emails. I mean, not you guys. I love reading your emails. I've cleaned up my Gmail some months ago and it's spam free. It's idiot free. It's retard free. No, no boring things can come to it, through it, whatnot. But I do love hearing from you guys. I do enjoy reading the stuff that you write. Although I've just been so fucked up lately, it's been a bit difficult. Especially, actually, more annoyed than fucked up because so many things have gone wrong in the technical sense of the word. And yeah, I have explained some of this in the previous videos, and I just don't have the nerves to repeat myself again. And I'm sure that you don't want to listen to my whining. But here we go, yet another engagement follows, and I'm so surprised that he's not willing to take that expansion down. Stampede! You're full on health. Stampede! Use an anti-magic shell and Stampede! No, yes, maybe, perhaps, should you, at some point of time? Avatar, can we see an avatar at some point of time, please? Warden goes down for like no reason. Oh damn, these hippos are losing it. They have lost their cohesion, they have lost their numbers. I hate this anonymous guy. I really hate him. He's throwing this game away for no real reason. Does he not fucking know that there's an expansion there? Yes, he knows, apparently, but deciding not to do anything about it. Oh, actually, there is no stampede. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what you get from a phone interrupt during the middle of your cast. I mean, you I don't have a sense of things, sense of time, place, and stuff like that anyway. And then somebody interrupts you, and what little concentration you have is gone. It's absolutely gone. And they're like, "Oh, I just called you to check up on you." Well, what the fuck are you checking up on? I do not understand. Especially irritating when the phone call is completely useless, but oh well, what can you do about it? Such is life. Oh damn, this Beastmaster is so desperate to reach that level 6. He's even creeping, which is giving him no XP at all. And that was a stupid thing of me to say, because of course I know that you don't get XP from creeps after on I mean after level 4 pretty much. Level 5, you're not gonna get any XP from creeps there. Griff not griffins, hippos have been fucked, and because he was an idiot who went into the base. I mean, once it worked, but I mean, fool me once, fool me twice, fool me thrice. You know the story. I actually don't, but yeah, feel free to write it down if you wish. Eating up mana from these statues, and he's out for blood. He wants to take this expansion down. He is going to take it down, apparently. Is he? Warden just coming out. Just coming out. And here we go. Warden level 6, no Avatar of Vengeance apparently. She doesn't believe in that sort of things. Those sort of things. buying some shit. I mean, you should one anti-magic shell should be on the Beastmaster as well, and that Warden really needs an invuln pod. Expansion goes down. Wisps do not detonate. I mean, oh damn, this undead player, this Nightle player is really losing it. Not losing the game, but losing his mind apparently. Not microing properly, not detonating those wisps, giving free XP, losing that expansion, losing those hippos. Above all, the loss of those hippos was detrimental, and furthermore, allowing this undead gold mine to go on unimpeded and unobstructed. It has 4.4k gold. This one has 3.3. This one has 3.1. The main mines are still mining, for fuck's sake. How long has this game been going on? This is like the 34th minute, and they're still mining from their main bases. These mains must have a shitload of gold in them. This is especially nice for the undead, actually. He needs a lot more hippos. A lot more than this. He has 3 at the moment, but he needs like 10. No, seriously, like, what do we got? Like, 4, 5, 6 destroyers, three frost worms, and is there a gargoyle in the mix? Who cares? But they're they're gonna fuck shit up. 3 hippos ain't gonna do shit versus that. Furthermore, I have noticed that our Nightle player uh, doesn't do a split on his hippos when he goes in. He just charges them in, which is pretty bad, especially because there's that lich and like one Nova slows 20 griffins, 20 hippos. They are not griffins. They are not griffins. Understand that. And look, he's just throwing them away here, throwing them away, and I can totally see him losing this battle, but Kai, for some strange reason, actually deciding to withdraw, and these hippos are going very far up ahead. They're gonna be Nova, Nova, Nova to death, and look, Kai turning around. He's gonna maybe do another run and then turn, but no, there's no need because our Nightle player is just so fucking stupid in this situation. He had the game in his pocket. He could have won it, no problems, but apparently he decided against it. Maybe it has something to do with bookies or something of a kind, but yeah. I swear to God, like, how can you throw that game away? It's like, no. I do not understand why do you keep sacrificing those hippos for no reason of whatsoever. You just keep giving them to the lich, serving them up, and these heroes are becoming dangerously high. That warden, of course, she goes down again to Frost Nova combo. He has to TP out of the lich, almost level 7 now. Death Knight is level 7, so he has a level 3 Unholy Aura. I think he had it for a while, actually, I didn't check. Second expansion coming in for Kai, and Night Elf is pretty much fucked at this point of time. I mean, I don't actually know the victor of this game. I could have seen it, of course, but I didn't. It would just be so damn difficult to cast these games if I knew the outcome, if I knew who would win, who would lose. Ugh, yeah, a bit of stretching and yawning and stuff like that going on. But it is the morning. Today I am free, I am off the hook. I need not labor, I need not toil. So I figured I might as well do this cast. I really wanted to do all the casts last night and render them throughout the night and then just upload them today. Unfortunately, I was the moron that forgot the charger for my laptop, and of course all my rendering goes on my laptop, and I started rendering throughout the night, hoping that the battery would hold, and it could have held. However, I forgot that I already drained my laptop's battery at my summer house. That was a painful realization in the morning. Fortunately, it went into hibernate mode, so some of the work was saved. 5 destroyers and a frostworm in the air, plus a statue on the ground. Oh man, this is gonna get raped so badly. No, third attempt at an expansion down there. Back expansion still mining happily away. These dryads will start biting the dust pretty damn soon. He wants to destroy that altar to force him to go and buy his heroes. He has the goal to do it, I mean, but it puts a strain in your resources, especially a hero that is a high level or something like that. He doesn't have anybody nearby the shop, and that can be. Oh, no way! That Frost Room is actually going to die, apparently. Apparently. Warden level 7. Why bother taking the skill? I mean, what the fuck do you need it for? It's useless anyway. Avatar of Vengeance. I mean, who needs that crap? That's like the worst skill ever. Ah, there we go. Finally, finally, you take it. I think that was a big mistake, and now he's moving his Tree of Eternity. I would say that he's putting himself at a disadvantage, but he didn't play with staff this whole game, so who gives? Now he plays. Now he decides to play with staffs. Oh man, this Death Knight is taking so much damage. Avatar here. He had to consume an abomination to heal himself up, and that's exactly what he did actually, and it worked. It worked. He managed to drive him back, and this expansion will now start happily mining away, pleasing the quota masters or whatnot. Hey, random watcher award in the upper middle corner of the map. Upper middle corner. God, how do you find a corner in the middle of a straight line? That's. Oh man. Sometimes I crack myself up. Not in a good way though. Avatar Vengeance, timer running out, not utilizing it to the best of his abilities. Warden, I don't think that levels really matter anymore for this war. Actually, they do. Fan of Knives is still a possibility in this game, although the mana and the rest. That Warden really eats an in one pot or something of a kind. Otherwise, she's gonna get. I mean, she was getting fucked by now, and this anti-magic shell, anti-magic potion isn't doing shit. The destroyers are eating it, and she's getting coiled nova non-stop. Oh, hippos. I don't understand why he just doesn't turn around and finish this off. There we go, going for that bear. Beastmaster nowhere to be seen. He is dead. He's in the grave. He's in the realms beyond. Okay, I see why he just doesn't turn around and finish this off, because there are too many dryads in this game. And these dryads are actually 3-3 as opposed to the frostworms. Actually, the destroyers are 3-3, which means that the frostworms are 3-3 as well. So they are 1-1 on par, and yeah, this is like just working out to nullify each other's upgrades basically. Now there's this main here, and he absolutely cannot lose this battle. If he loses this battle, he will lose the game as well for sure. And if you can hear this annoying sound at the back, that is somebody talking on the phone in a really loud voice, which is very rude since I'm casting here. But nobody really gives a shit that I'm casting. Oh well, I cannot complain since I'm not even in my own house, so yeah. Oh, that night. That night. Oh, no, it's that night, sorry, Beastmaster. How will you survive? You just came into this world back from the grave, and now you go back to the grave once again. Hope you have a good time. You must be a pro at this shit, for fuck's sake. Like going back and forth, back and forth. Destroyer is being taken down. Lich now in a bit of a predicament, but Death Coil, yeah, exactly. Oh, Warden now coming in. Oh, shit. Lich, Lich! Come back! He's level 7, soon to be level 8. Warden reaching level 8 as well. Oh no. Oh, Lich is now TPing away. And this expansion will live yet another day. Actually, it quite literally will live, because it's a tree. To mine, except there is no mining going on, so not sure how useful that is. This expansion, gone. Gold, gone. Gold here, gone. This is the running gold mine, which has 8.6k gold left. And we have another gold mine at the bottom, which has 3.3k gold left. Now you're in a situation where you will be out fucking mined by the undead, which is the worst possible race that can outmine you. and that can be really fucking painful. Level 8 Warden probably has level 1 Fan of Knives, but they're not that useful in this particular situation. Warden healing up again. She keeps buying those anti-magic potions, while what she should be buying is invuln pots in combination with those anti-magic potions, and then she would have a chance of surviving. Now Lich coming in. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. This is looking very ugly. Oh, sacrificing an abomination. Who cares? For an expansion. Good trade. Good trade all in all. Now he will have no mining basis of whatsoever, and it is very unlikely that he will be able to rebuild. Sacrificing a destroyer as well. What else will he lose? A destroyer and an abomination. Not a bad trade at all. Well, I suppose it's a bad trade if you're a destroyer or an abomination, but other than that, it's okay. Cause why not? It's always worth it in somebody's eyes. Let's put it so. There are no more bears in this army composition. Beastmaster is nowhere to be seen. He's like, oh fuck it, I've died way too many times at this game. I might as well stay here. It's very nice. Yeah. Dryad's healing up from those moon walls, strangely enough, but that disease cloud is so fucking annoying. It's just takes away health, picks away slowly. You come into the battle with an army that has 70% health, and yeah, that's not something you want to experience, I assure you all. Here we go, the Dryad army is on the move, happily hopping away like reindeers. Oh man, every time I mention reindeers or I see them in the movies or something like that, I remember my friend from Finland when he explained to me how they hunt baby reindeers and then make hamburgers from them up in the north. Oh, dude, that was like, oh god. Even better, even better, even better. A Swedish friend of mine, he worked in Disneyland and he didn't speak English very well, and he was trying to explain to the kids what sort of meat they were eating because they were asking him. And he said, well, basically it's a Bambi, because he didn't know it's yeah. The kids started crying, of course, because they understood that they were eating Bambi, and he got fired basically the same day, the same hour, the same minute, because nobody could actually believe that he actually said that. Like, basically, you're eating Bambi. Like, can you imagine somebody telling you that while you were a 6-year-old kid or something of a kind? That can get quite painful. Oh, it's fuck the game. The game, of course, the game. I'm supposed to be talking about the game. That's the main reason why I'm here. Actually, no, I'm here because I'm bored and I have nothing better to do at this point of time, and my eyes are sore, so I cannot do my regular shit. Fan of Knives, doing shit things to these acolytes. I mean, can you just imagine how much they hate this warden? She comes in there and it's like you're happily mining away, and all of a sudden there are knives flying up your face and poison and shit, and like, dude, chill out. Why are you doing this to us? Oh, this was a nice move. This was a very nice move. Salvaging that acolyte, preventing him from dying, converting him into a shade. Actually, they kill you anyway here, so it sucks to be an acolyte. Did he really re-expand there? Oh man, he actually did. This is gonna go down so fast that, I mean, they'd mine maybe 300 gold from it, that's it. Beastmaster nowhere to be seen. Warden, oh shit. Ah, he blinked during the cast of the death quote, so it doesn't matter if it actually float. It doesn't matter if the animation goes through or not. Uh, oh, the Warden level 8. So painful to have that and not being able to do much with it. These abominations are absolutely going to destroy these Dryads, especially with the Death Knight present with level 3 Death Coil. This Avatar of Vengeance ain't gonna do shit to prevent that. He's being revealed now. Oh shit, he didn't rebuild it, he actually walked it from here. Pro move there and then. Avatar of Vengeance running for its bare life. How often do you see something of a kind happen? I mean, yeah. Even Zeppelin is here. Those goblins from the skies. they're just laughing so hard at this battle and saying to this anonymous Night Elf player, "You could have won this game, you stupid fuck. Why would you have to be so fucking greedy? Why was that base so important to you? Why couldn't you just go for the expansion after that major victory? Why did you have to sacrifice all those hippos?" I can just see the Lich coming into this base and casting Death and Decay, like on all of these Moonwells here. And basically he's in a position where he doesn't really give a shit that the Warden is in the middle of his base, because yeah, this is gonna go down, no problems. He has the mana for it, for Death and Decay, but I imagine he does not have the cooldown. The cooldown is not finished yet, so he has to suffer the fate of his cooldown not being finished, and and has to destroy these buildings slowly with his army of frostworms and abominations and level 8 heroes. 9. Is it 9? No, it's still 8. Lord Maldazar. Nazar the Eternal. Well, actually, might as well be the Eternal, because you didn't really die in this game. I don't think you did anyway. Oh, that was a bad timing on that building. Why did you even bother retreating? I mean, what do you think that the Night Elf will be able to do? What do you think that our anonymous player will be able to do? Kill you with his Moonwells and Wisps? It's like, yeah. Apparently there were some strategies in the net. Somebody proposed how to win a game with mass Wisps. It consisted of somebody building 10 billion Wisps and then building 10 billion Agents of Protectors. Although I just don't see how that could work in the late game, but yeah. Oh, Warden, this base has been sold out completely. This real estate has been cleared out. The buildings have been sold out. The construction companies have claimed them, destroyed them, and salvaged them for raw materials. They have harvested them. Oh, the blink. The blink. Oh man. Oh, this is so funny. Yes, you're gonna do a lot of damage here with all of these towers. And then you come up there and welcome, Coil Nova. That's the welcoming committee in the undead base. Yeah, he has to blink really fast out of there. Fortunately, it's a level 3 blink, so he's able to do it. That Watcher's Ward is still there in the upper middle corner, as I said it. Dryads just hopping around the map. They look so merry. They look so damn happy. Like even in the grimmest of situations, there's look at their faces. They're so angry, but when they hop around, they're so happy. Oh, I do believe that was a sapper. One sapper coming in, second sapper coming in. Where is that? Death and Decay. The cooldown must be finished by now. Warden doing some shit here, fighting with these towers. He should even upgrade this Necropolis. And then you would have 3 hitting it, no way. And finally, our anonymous Night player that I have named this dude has finally seeded the game. He has thrown a GG. And there we go. All in all, I would say a good game, action-packed. But the last stages of the game, it was kind of one-sided and obvious who was going to win. Although twists and turns can always happen. But all in all, not a bad game at all. So this is Chronic Lack of Care bringing you this replay. Guys, feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. I much appreciate it all. Here's the stat. Here are the stats. Let me just see the hero skill. It's 5-0. Oh man, it's 5-0. This is hilarious. Sources, and look at how much gold he lost to upkeep. This is ridiculous. Anyway, I bid you all farewell, and until next time.